A common question I'm getting these days is what's my view on US versus non-US stocks in 2023? Now, to that point, let me say that in one way, I think there's some things you can say there. In other ways, maybe not so much. I don't think the difference between US and non-US is as important in 2023 as the difference between sectors in what does well in a bull market versus a bear market. But I will point out that when we think through what's gone on so far in the market rise off of the end of September, beginning of October, depending on what you're measuring, where you're measuring it from, non-US stocks have done better than US overall. The reality is, however, that offsetting that is the fact that over that same time period, because of the bounce effect, that what goes down the most in a bear market typically bounces the most early in a bull market, and particularly once the bull market gets going a bit, tech stocks have done better than non-tech stocks. And so in that, the US is heavier in tech than it is in non-tech. This is the reason that looking at country one versus the world, even though the US is the biggest single country in terms of GDP and market cap, still leads you to a certain amount of potential entangled confusion because the sectors that make up the difference between the two, the differentiation between them, actually performance differences between them lead you to what countries tend to do better and tend to do worse. So I do think that probably this year overall, non-US does a little better than US, but overall only a little, and that partly and mostly this comes down to what sectors do best, what sectors do worst. If tech really rips and roars, that's going to make the US strong. If tech does a little better than the market, but just a little better, it's still pretty much a neck and neck. And if tech does worse than the market this year, well, then it's pretty certain foreign will do better. Thank you for listening to me. Subscribe to the Fisher Investment YouTube channel if you like what you've seen. Click the bell to be notified as soon as we publish new videos.